Hello, everyone. It's Comic News. I'm Duke.
And I'm Manos.
I'm Jamie.
And we have Jamie in the background. She'll be good, I promise.
I'll be trying today.
Good for you. After last week's amazing show, which probably was one of her best, and we'll never top that peak again.
That's right. I'm going to kill myself right now.
Yes, I'm going to bury myself, and we're all going to destroy all evidence of the show. And
that's right.
It'll be taken
over. Too good.
It will be taken over by King from now on. He wishes.
No.
He doesn't know a thing that's going on. I'm somehow still sending him links from beyond the grave.
Oh, that would be a hilarious show.
It's just him too. He can't find another host. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, a lot of people want Gotham Girl to stay forever. I just want to mention that to you. Forever and ever. I don't know.
She may come back.
Maybe. Like, I want to do more like other hosts too.
That would be fun. And hey, I ain't gonna make every week. I'm sure.
I'm. Summer's coming up soon, and there's like these occasions where I'll have no internet for a week because I'm somewhere out in the country. So who knows?
Well, somebody else is gonna have to record him. I don't do this shit.
Yeah, we'll find a suitable replacement. I'll create a robot. He'll be made of the most sophisticated material I could get for $20.
That's right.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to the news. Our first story, and I haven't done this in a while, but I'm gonna talk about things that went for $1 million. It's been a long time since I've done that on this show. Recently, a CGG, I can't do acronyms. 9 point, on the grading scale, 9.6 copy of Amazing Fantasy went for $1 million. And shockingly, we don't have it. Apparently when you put in the bid for $20, you get kind of screwed over. And apparently this marks it as the most expensive Marvel comic and the most expensive Silver Age comic ever.
Yeah, that's really impressive. I mean, the other two comics that are going for $1 million are Detective Comics 27 and then Action Comics #1, which are both like 24 years older.
And I don't even think they're that high of grade. I think they were like a 6. Both of them. I don't remember. Someone go back to my earlier video and figure it out. 'Cause I'm not doing my own research.
Well, I mean, this is also, there's only maybe a dozen issues left of Action Comics or Detective. I mean, this is back in the 30s where they were it's the Depression, so they're
recycle everything.
Oh, they weren't recycling; they were eating it and wiping their asses with it.
Potato, Manos.
That was a great comic. Yeah. Oh, no toilet paper.
And I already ate the comic. I'm screwed.
That's right. Well,
maybe I'll use this hamburger meat. I'm sorry, people who lived in that era.
Yes.
I totally pissed you off. And also, congrats on using the internet.
Yeah, that's right. And very good. You mastered the microwave. Now you're using the internet.
I don't think that cheered them up anymore.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of subscribers, Duke, that lived through the Depression?
I don't know. I'm still wondering if any of my subscribers are girls.
Let's see. Well, we'll see someday.
Not to mention you can lie about your age on YouTube, so who knows?
Well, nobody lies about their age on the internet.
Never. Never.
I mean, yeah, those guys on Dateline NBC, but other than that, no.
Okay. Someone's going to make a really rude joke, and I'm not going to be that one. Make it in the comments for me, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move on to our next story. Manos, you could take the floor.
Sure. The independent comic book, published through Antarctic Press, Gold Digger, has hit a milestone. It is celebrating 20 years with issue 126 in stores now. Now, I brought this story to your attention not because I'm a huge Gold Digger fan. I've never bought an issue, to be honest, but I'm very impressed with the fact that this comic from AP has done 20 years. I mean, how many comics from both Marvel and DC that started in 1990 or 1991. How many are still running?
Point made.
That's deeply impressive. It's sort of the comic is about two archaeologists. An archaeologist named Gina Diggers, and her bodyguard, sister, martial artist, and part cheetah.
I am not amazed this lasted 20 years.
Yeah.
This sounds awesome.
Yeah, and the part cheetah girl is Brittany Diggers, and they have all these adventures. Hey, kudos to you. I don't know if any of your subscribers read Gold Digger, but
I never heard of it until you brought this to my attention.
really, you've never heard of it?
No.
Okay. I've always seen this on the stands, and I've never picked up an issue, and this kind of makes me at least want to pick up issue 126.
Odds are this is one of those things because my comic shop has like the DC Marvel stuff on the top shelf for easily to see, and then like the indie stuff goes down. I think this is just on the shelf that requires me to go downstairs.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've seen this on the shelf ever, and I don't look low. I don't look in that section ever for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Except for that one time I read like a crappy Green Hornet comic, but not the Kevin Smith one, of course. Don't worry.
No. Hey,
I don't want anyone stabbing me. I don't want anyone stabbing me. But yeah, I'm gonna try and see if it's that because this sounds like it'd at least be hilarious to read.
I might be able to see if I can dig up a trade paperback.
You're yelling at me to keep it down back there, stupid audience.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to our next story now. Everyone, get ready to go into your bunkers. Apparently, Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to star in a new comic book movie.
Yay! Which one?
No idea yet.
Yay! So, Duke, which one do you think he's going to do? Do you think he's going to do Mouse? Or do you think he's going to do... let's see. What else could he do? Well, they've done Ghost World already.
Maybe they'll put him in Fables. No one knows yet. That's the thing. He just came out and said like, I write the comic book movie.
It'll be the best one ever.
Yeah, like because he's getting back into acting because he's no longer the governor. You're welcome, California.
Yeah, good one, California.
And he has a lot of roles lined up because he wants to get back into acting, and I can't wait to see that glorious return.
Well, I mean, he's not in shape. Have you seen him lately?
Yes.
I mean, we've all seen, like, the tabloid shots of him on the beach, and he... Oh,
looks
boy.
like me.
No.
Let's not make him feel bad.
Yeah. You know what he looks like? He looks like a scrotum dressed in a Speedo. He looks really bad.
I'm not going to dig that picture up for you people. You're going to have to find that one on your own. Yes, in case anyone asks, I did send this to King earlier in the week. I believe his let me find the Twitter response real quick. I'm going to read it word for word, too, because it's hilarious in my mind. Da-na-na, we're waiting for me reading. I can do music, too.
I got it.
I got it.
Stu getting the Twitter music.
Okay, I'm ready. Okay, let me get ready. No! He must never don a costume again. I refuse to let this happen.
He's not going to let it happy?
I know. I got him on that too. He hasn't responded yet. Like, how does he happy? What? Like, obviously we know what he means, but he respond to that.
This must never happy again.
We should never let it happy. We should make it angry. We're getting all those King jokes in early. Yet again. So now that I've warned you of the cinematic apocalypse, let's go over to the apocalypse for the theater industry.
That's right. Show your jazz hands. Because Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, we have a little news for it. Do you mind if I read it?
Oh, yes. I have this arranged so, like, all the stories you told me about, you read.
All right. Well, hey, you know that Spider-Man musical, Turn Off the Dark, that's been such a fantastic success, according to Glenn Beck?
And to homeless people who have microchips in their brain.
Yeah, that's right. The homeless people that are brought in, like, hey, you guys want some soup? Come here.
We'll totally count this as a ticket stub.
You can urinate in the seats. It's fine.
It makes it more pleasant, honestly.
Yes. Anyway, the director, Julie Taymor, has thrown up her hands and given up and walked out.
Thrown up her jazz hands.
That's right. She has given up. The new director is going to take over. Let's see. I think that is Philip William McKinley. So, yes, Egypt. With Egypt, they had Mubarak step down, and now it looks like Gaddafi's stepping down. Now, next, Julie Taymor.
Everyone's waiting for that.
That's right. Making Philip William McKinley sort of the Raul Castro of...
I'm really hoping people understand what we're saying.
Well, if they...
History, what's that? Current events? We don't watch this show for that.
Anyway, I'm sure it'll be the same quality we're used to. I don't know.
That was the greatest joke you've ever made on this show.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
There's going to be a day where we have to, like, ban us talking about this because we've drained the mind of humor.
Well, it's such a gift that keeps on giving.
I know. It's like George Bush for comic book followers.
And except, it's not as really horribly disastrous, so I can just joke and feel good.
Yes, no consequences whatsoever. We're not spending
those
billions
stunt
of dollars.
guy dancers die, but yeah, other than that, it's fine.
And all that money we could be putting into, our own economy is gone. And
that's right. Screw that.
No, we want to see Glenn Beck happy, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, think how much money they could have put in education if they had just used that instead.
No, we're going to put it into this musical. We have better plans. Suck on that.
How much did this thing cost?
I think it cost like half of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 65 million. I keep hearing that number. I don't know if it's costing more now.
You could have bought 65 copies of Amazing Fantasy 15.
However, we'd have to find them, but yeah, and so we'd have less copies because we'd have to, dedicate all that research and searching for all of them. So who knows the number?
That's right.
Yes. So you want to move on to something slightly less depressing, but still depressing?
It's kind of depressing, but maybe a little annoying. But anyway, we'll let the audience decide.
Yes, Batwoman is being postponed again.
Mm-hmm.
Just so people understand, we were supposed to get this book last month.
That's right.
And but it was rescheduled in April, and now I don't even think it has a month scheduled now. It's been long awaited. I have the Elegy hardcover. I love that book to death.
It's fantastic.
It is. I don't know if we'll see those other issues that Jock did in print, like in a trade. I don't know, because it was only 3 issues long.
I'm sure it will.
Hopefully. But yeah, I'm upset about this.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Batwoman's more late than a South American prostitute.
I'm sure the women's movement appreciates that comment.
Yes. I think, I was reading here what it talks about, that J.H. Williams III was, I can't never say that without sounding like, I have to say it like, I'm the Howells or something. But
like you're introducing him at a fancy dinner in England, like J.S. Williams III and guest. Like you're a fancy waiter.
But anyway, yeah, he really wanted a later date, and DC kept pushing it up because there was a lot of heat around this character in series.
Yes. Hold on, pause. And continue.
That's right. So. Unfortunately, because of this, it keeps getting late. Well, I mean, at least the preview now has color and letters, so they're getting close.
Like, he's one of those artists I can, because his art's so detailed and good, I can understand why it takes forever.
I know.
It angers me that it takes forever, but I'm like, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, look at this book. Just you're right, so much detail, and there's imagery within imagery in his series, so it's one of those things where I could look at his work and go, well, okay, you're late, but it's fine. I mean, it's not like he's Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, it's one of these things that, like, when I bought the hardcover, like, it, first of all, let me kind of describe it. It stared at me at Barnes & Noble. Like, I have the money, too. I'm like, I'm going to look in this, and if it catches me within 5 seconds, crap, a good panel. Let's go to register.
Where are you going, Duke? You have to take us.
Join us, Duke, join us. Come buy into our awesomeness. Same experience with American Vampire. I'm easily swayed.
Yep.
By comic books. Yeah, so it's really upsetting that we're not going to see this. Like, who knows? Because they haven't made a date yet because they don't want to. And I understand that.
Yeah, the quality of this book, I'm willing to wait.
Yeah, totally. So we're going to move on to more lateness.
That's right.
You can do this.
Where in the world is Batman Odyssey?
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, the book is late. Another Bat book that's late. It's the Neil Adams series that I only seem to be the person reading now.
I'm sorry, it's too wacko for me.
It is wacko. I fully admit that, and that's actually
probably why
I
you
enjoy
love it. But it just sucks me out of it so bad now.
It's just such a strange book, and I really don't know what to expect each page. Kind of in a Morrison way, but kind of not in a Morrison way.
Except for the part where it makes sense and is in most people's eyes considered good.
Well, in the Morrison.
I'm sorry, that one was a rough joke.
That's okay. With Morrison, I fully know that he knows what he's doing. Is the big difference.
Yeah. I don't think Adams has a clue.
Well, this was supposed to be a 12-issue miniseries, and then it got bumped up to 13.
And Frank Miller was supposed to write it with him.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe he should have had a right. I'm not sure why they didn't get Denny O'Neil to write this. That would have been fantastic. I mean, I don't know if they have bad blood between them right now. I don't know anything about their current relationship.
And also, I just want to point this out. I didn't realize how crazy he was, but I skimmed through the Superman vs. Muhammad Ali book at a bookstore.
Yeah.
He was just as crazy in the 70s, so.
Hey, it's the
It's not like he's gone nuts now. I'm like, oh, God.
Hey, it's not Neil Adams' fault that it's not the 70s anymore, okay?
Good point. He's still trapped.
Actually, the last issue, I'm not too surprised to read about this. The last issue, I think it's 5 or 6 or something like that. And the art looked a little strained, actually. It did look like it was a little rushed. It didn't look as clean.
I think aren't there like different inkers every issue?
Oh, I don't know.
I've been told like the inkers change, like not because they can't get it out, just because he likes changing the inkers or something.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably keep reading this, but yeah, I have noticed it's late.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to something that's. We're just full of train wrecks this week.
Yeah, no kidding.
Things not coming out, horrible musical train wrecks. Now we have to cover Charlie Sheen. Yes, even this show has to cover Charlie Sheen.
Oh, we don't have to. We can.
Oh, but it's hilarious. Have you been paying attention to him lately? It's amazing.
Actually, no, I have not been paying attention to this.
He's gone off the deep end, and it's glorious.
But I've always known he's been fucked up for years.
Oh, but he's hit the peak this time.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess so.
He's raving about drinking tiger blood and playing World of Warcraft. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. By the way, I got to tell you, I was already sick of the winning thing that everybody jumped onto. I think 2 days in, I was like, okay, yeah, that's enough. But
yes. So this is worth paying attention to. Blue River, who have been producing comics about celebrities for a while now. Bluewater. I'm an idiot.
That's okay. They're the Jack in the Box of comic book companies.
True. I'm not winning. Is deciding to make the infamous Charlie Sheen, the winning edition. God, that's stupid to say out loud. Yes, apparently he's garnered enough attention recently, and trust me, it's hilarious, that he's getting his own comic. And odds are it'll be toned down because he won't be crazy in this one.
Then why do it?
Exactly. I'm like, I'm just pointing out that this exists.
Yeah, we're also
I'm
going
not
to do a
gonna
Gary Busey comic where he's totally normal.
No, don't you know, Manos? Gary Busey is Charlie Sheen from the future.
That's right. They should do a cop buddy film.
Oh, that would have no coherent plot whatsoever. Neil Adams would write it.
Well, that would be great. They'd be sitting in their cop car and they'd be talking about
the Pixies eating their cornflakes.
Yeah, and then Gary would oh no, hey Charlie, hold on, wait, and he'd get out of the car and walk over to somebody across the street and blow their fucking brains out, and then come back into the car and start talking. It's hey, yeah, that time in Nam that
we were never at Nam. Are you sure?
Well, no, we were vacationing and we got really
crazy again.
Got coked up
again. Oh. We should so get this to happen. Yes. Okay, our next story, Manos, you can take this one as well.
Sure. Let's get going here. It is. Oh, yeah, this is one of my stories. Mike Allred has done the promotional art for. Actually, this is a two-in-one kind of story. Mac, the makeup people, are doing a Wonder Woman line of makeup products. And Mike Allred is doing the promotional art for it, which is pretty exciting. Mike Allred, of course, is the creator of Madman. I think he did the Ecstatics for Marvel for a while, and he's now doing the Marvelous iZombie over for DC Vertigo. And I've never seen him do Wonder Woman before, and he's doing really cool-looking Wonder Woman art for this. And, of course, Mac is doing their Mac is Mac Cosmetics. So, we were talking about female subscribers, if you have any. They might be interested in this, or, hey, if you dudes have any girlfriends that you... Well, wait, never mind. And,
Great, now I have more angry email coming.
No, I'm just kidding. For you guys,
I have to spend more time deleting it without reading it now.
Anyway, if you guys have any girlfriends who are into geeky stuff, too, this might be a good product. I work in a department store, and... I actually walked by the big poster display of the Wonder Woman Mac stuff, and it was really cool because I didn't know who was doing the art, but I looked at it and I knew that was Mike Allred, and it was kind of cool. I remember thinking, wow, my world has invaded my job for one day.
Sorry, I had to do something real quick.
That's okay.
Yes.
But
I don't got a lot to say on this, may I add. I thought it was interesting to feature.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And they're not doing any Witchblade or Storm.
Witchblade
They're doing
makeup.
Wonder Woman.
Witchblade makeup would be amazing. Imagine the promotions for that. So. Let's see. I'm gonna field this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
By the way, I'm not angry. We discussed this a little bit last week, and you made mention of. I'm not angry or hating on this whole thing. By the way, I'm just not interested.
It's a bit of an inner joke in my mind.
Oh, okay. Because
I know.
It's a series that features all sorts of things I don't particularly find interesting. All right.
No, don't worry. You are honored with your own opinion, sir.
Gotcha.
A lot more Flashpoint tie-ins that were announced of who's writing and drawing and all that jazz. None of them really come off interesting. Like a few, kind of. There's the Project Superman by the plot's by Scott Snyder. That wasn't there the last time I read. It said he was writing it. What? Yeah, sure, whatever. My sister's slave driving. And the Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning are doing Wonder Woman and the Furies. It's all these random series, and most of them are by people I don't even know.
Oh. Hey, is one of them featuring Shade the Changing Man?
I don't know. Well, actually, that's the interesting thing. That is going to be Secret 7 by Peter Milligan, who wrote the Vertigo series, right?
I think he was one of the writers on that.
Yeah, and maybe it looks like it because I don't know anything about him. But that coat did scream that.
That looks like Shade Changing Man's coat, actually. I did hear that DC was thinking about folding the Vertigo characters that came out of the DC universe back into the DC universe.
Yes, because a while back we mentioned that Vertigo was becoming strictly creator-owned and not using any DC properties anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, and also, George Perez is doing this, so you'll never see it. Because he's been late extremely. I'm sorry, but there's a graphic novel that was supposed to come out last year that we still haven't heard anything about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a lot of these are random ones. Lois Lane in the Resistance sounds amazing. I don't know what this is. It's by editor Mike Carlin, though. It's the Canterbury Cricket. It's the picture of a giant cricket. Look for it. It's a picture of a giant bug.
Yeah. Oh, the Canterbury Cricket. What the fuck?
Yes. You can tell what's coming out of this.
Oh my god.
That $5 says he's the one who pushed for that, and they made him.
Oh
let him
my
do
god. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the mascot for a snooty British school.
It's Conjim's school mascot. And you know what's weird? He's in the cover for that Lois Lane thing I mentioned too, I think. It looks like, I don't know, that one. I'm reading that. That sounds like it'd be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Not only a few of these sound interesting for stupid reasons, as you can tell. So I'm definitely reading the Cricket one. That one sounds like it'd be awesome. Yes. I didn't read that until we started doing this either. I'm like, we'll just talk about it a while. And then I'm like, I'm going to read this out loud. Yes, so
They need to do a. I am all about the Canterbury Cricket. They need to do a crossover with Marvel and have them fight Wolverine.
Sounds like you know what? I wouldn't be amazed if it's what happened to Ambush Bug if he got radiated. Anyway, we're gonna move on to our next story, and Manos, you could sing because it's a teaser.
Okay. Oh, it's a vague Marvel teaser.
Dun dun. The Dark Angel Saga. Mm-hmm. Apparently it's going to start in Uncanny X-Force. Yep. I'm not reading that right now. I'm going to buy the trade. I hear it's awesome. But what, Mimi? I don't care. We're almost done. Calm down. And sorry.
That's okay.
Butterflies, butterbugs.
What?
It's a red shot butterflies, butterbugs.
You all heard that. Yes, this is. I don't know what this is.
Oh, anyway, I guess Angel's flipping out, and the Archangel thing is taking over him. I don't know. That's my guess.
That's probably it. I'm not reading it. If anyone's reading Uncanny X-Force, tell us. We don't know.
Yeah, you tell us. Why do we always have to tell you?
Yeah, help us out. We're only two human beings.
That's right. We're only human.
Dang these tiny arms. No. That made no sense. So we're going to move on to our final story that involves motion comics.
Oh, yay, my favorite. Is this a motion comic? I thought it was a video game.
No, it's a motion comic. Based off of and I found this somewhere, the acclaimed graphic novel. Thor, I've never heard of this. Thor and Loki Blood Brothers. Mm-hmm. I never heard of this series.
Neither have I.
And I don't give a crap about these motion comics, even though I see them sell them on DVD now everywhere.
Yeah, I know. I mean, somebody's buying these. I don't know who. I don't know. They're really bad. I don't understand the appeal of them at all.
I'm like, really? Why? Why not just animate it? Why not make a cartoon?
Yeah, just what I always want. I want to see an animated feature that's worse than what I'd normally see, or a comic where they just move 2 inches. And by the way, is it my imagination or is the voice acting in every motion comic god awful? Every time it sounds like, yes, I will go get the Skrull mistress. I'm
going to so beat you up.
It sounds like, I don't know, like they're reading.
My mind's been blown. Oh my god, they are reading.
Yeah. It sounds. I mean, it's almost like sitting and looking over someone's shoulder as they read a comic book out loud, and the
With
characters
them
move a
moving.
little bit.
Yes. I want to point out something. I just read this. If you want to pay for the high definition version, you gotta pay an extra $1.
Yeah.
Take that, people who want to see a motion comic better. That's so stupid. I'm amazed on how idiotic that sounds.
Yeah, I mean,
And
they just released on Blu-ray, I think, the Buffy season 8 motion comic.
Wait, they released that? I didn't know that came out on TV. I'm not buying it. I'm just like,
Yeah, it's out. Oh,
I'm not gonna get it because they didn't get any voices that sound the same. I saw the previews.
yeah, it's like, oh, good, they didn't get the cast. That's, I mean,
That's amazing, isn't it?
I know. Oh my God.
It's like it's like getting a DVD of dubbed Simpsons episodes. I'm like, yeah, that's so thrilling. It's going to be available on iTunes and PlayStation Network and a bunch of crap I don't own or use.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I will never care. Unless they're paying me to watch it, I don't give a crap.
Yeah, hey, if they pay us to watch it, we'll do it.
Oh yeah,
We're all
I'll give
about
a
it.
positive review and I will voice the characters myself to save you guys money. Because odds are it's the same. I feel like that guy who did the voices for the Watchmen one. It was the guy who did the voices for the men and the women.
Yes, yeah.
So that's why Silk Spectre sounded butch.
I love you, Night Owl. I love you too, Silver Spectre, whatever the fuck your name is.
I love you too.
Oh, hold on, let's try that again.
Oh, I totally didn't do that right. Let me put more manliness into that.
Yeah. You know, if maybe somebody, read this drunk, that would be great.
I do not endorse anyone doing that and then sending us the video.
No, I do.
Oh. I'm kidding, of course.
If you could read portions of a comic book drunk, send it to us. We'd love to see it.
We will so show it at the beginning of the show. Good God, I know I'm gonna open Pandora's box.
Are you done yet?
Yes, Jamie, I think we're done. Till next time, I'm Duke.
And I'm Manos.
Drunken people everywhere.